What's up? Welcome to the Avengers Ultimate Character Guide. We're back here with a new Ultimate Character Guide stream. Yeah. So today we'll be doing the P section and the Q section of this. Yeah. So to begin, we have Pagan. I've never heard of this hero before. Or whatever. I've never heard of him before in the Marvel Universe. Yeah. Pagan and his brother, Lord Templar, died as children but were resurrected by Jonathan Tremont, a third brother, using a shard of mystic light. Pretty interesting. Pagan was now endowed with superpowers and began to work for Tremont, whose organization, the Truin, existed solely to increase his own power. After being sent to battle the Avengers, Pagan had his life force drained shortly before Tremont defeated the Avengers and Trathlon, who became the new 3D Man. Never heard of 3D Man either. I guess we'll eventually get him in this book. Next is Philip Coulson, which we know who he is. Philip Coulson fought alongside Marcus Johnson in the Army Rangers and helped his friend to discover that he was the son of famous spy master Nick Fury Sr. When Marcus, now also calling himself Nick Fury, joined S.H.I.E.L.D., so did Coulson. He was brought into a covert team of heroes known as the Secret Avengers by Maria Hill. As part of the team, Coulson has fought the cybernetic killing machine known as the Fury and worked alongside MODOK. Interesting. And the next is Phobos. Never heard of Phobos before. Alex is the son of Ares, the Olympian god of war, and an unknown mortal woman. He was raised in secret by Ares, leading a normal life in New Jersey until he discovered that he was the son of a god. The young Alex was kidnapped by the evil Amatsu Mikaboshi and brainwashed into attacking his father. Zeus, king of the Olympian gods, freed Alex from Mikaboshi's control. Alex later joined the New Warriors as Phobos, having learned he was the Olympian god of fear reborn. We will eventually get the New Warriors sometime. That'd be pretty cool. And the next is Power Man. Victor Alvarez is the son of the supervillain Shades, an old enemy of Luke Cage, the original Power Man. Shades was killed when their Old Testament building was destroyed in a superhero battle. His energy projecting visor shattered in the destruction, and fragments were embedded in Victor's body, giving him the ability to absorb life force or chi. As Power Man, Victor was trained by Iron Fist before joining Luke Cage's mighty Avengers team. The next is Proctor. Proctor was an evil version of the Black Knight from a parallel world. On Proctor's Earth, he became the Gan-Josin, life mate of the Eternal Circe. But their relationship ended badly when the unstable Circe turned on her fellow Avengers. She destroyed the world, rejecting Proctor as she did so. In revenge, Proctor formed the Gatherers and traveled across the dimensions, killing Cersei and any allies she had in a multitude of parallel versions of Earth. Proctor, pretty cool. Maybe in like Doctor Strange 3, like maybe Doctor Strange will be recruiting parallel versions of like heroes across the multiverse, and maybe we'll get Proctor in Doctor Strange Time Runs Out alongside like Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider, or like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and like an alternate version of Quake from the 838 universe. Like Quake from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but a version in the 838 universe. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Alright, next is Cyclops. Almost sounds like Cyclops if you add the S and change the name, the spelling. Cyclops was part of an insect race that once ruled the world. After displeasing the dark gods they worshipped, they were put into hibernation. But Cyclops was reawakened by the dark gods and ordered to find a power source. He tried to use the Hulk's energy but was stopped by the Avengers. Cyclops pursued the Hulk, whom he had shrunk to microscopic size, to the subatomic world of Kai. Cyclops eventually died there. And the next is Purple Man. Purple Man is Purple Man. While on a mission, spy Zebediah Kilgrave found himself covered from head to foot in an experimental liquid nerve gas. His skin turned purple and he gained the ability to control others. Kilgrave began calling himself the Purple Man and embarked on a life of crime. He used his new powers to force others to do his will, including Jessica Jones and the superhero Daredevil. He eventually started to run a Las Vegas casino while trying to establish a criminal empire. And the next is Quake. We were just talking about Quake a minute ago when we were talking about Doctor Strange and all that. Daisy Johnson is the son of the supervillain Mr. Hyde. Given up for adoption at an early age, her power to create strong vibrational waves first manifested itself when the police arrested her for attempted theft. This brought her to the attention of Nick Fury Sr., who persuaded her to join the security agency S.H.I.E.L.D. As Quake, Daisy became a top agent and leader of Nick Fury's Secret Warriors. She also briefly joined the Avengers. And the next is Quasar. S.H.I.E.L.D. was testing cosmically powered quantum bands when agents from AIM, Advanced Idea Mechanics, an organization of power-hungry scientists tried to steal them. Rookie agent Wendell Vaughn had just failed his S.H.I.E.L.D. exam, but was able to use the bands to generate energy and stop AIM. He went on to become Quasar, using his powers for the greater good and gaining the title Protector of the Universe. And the next is Quicksilver. Quicksilver is a mutant speedster and the son of Magneto. He was originally a member of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, but reformed and joined the Avengers with his sister, the Scarlet Witch. He married Crystal of the Inhumans and had a daughter, Luna, before divorcing. Quicksilver lost his powers when the Scarlet Witch took away many mutants' abilities on M Day, but they were later restored. And then that is the end of it for the day. And speaking of Quicksilver, if they do a cast announcement part 2 for Avengers Doomsday, like I was talking about when I did the Avengers Doomsday cast reveal speculation earlier this year, I hope they have Evan Peters Quicksilver in Avengers Doomsday. That'd be pretty cool, like as part of this alternate version of the Avengers. Yeah, I mean, not the Avengers, this alternate version of the X-Men. And maybe in Avengers Doomsday, my guess is Magneto will be part of the X-Men in Avengers Doomsday. So that would only make, and same for Mystique. I think Magneto and Mystique will be part of the X-Men in Avengers Doomsday. So, which would only make more sense for Evan Peters Quicksilver to be part of the X-Men in Avengers Doomsday. But yeah, enough talking about Avengers Doomsday. We were here for the Avengers Ultimate Character Guide and switched to talking about Avengers Doomsday. Guess that's what that'll do to you. Yeah. But yeah, that will be the end of the stream. So yeah. Hope you all enjoyed. And yeah, I'll eventually be back for more of the Avengers Ultimate Character Guide. Eventually we'll be done with it. Yeah, with this series of streams. Yeah, but till next time, guys. Bye.